Good morning, everyone. I wanted to make a really quick video about a recent question I've been getting from a lot of people about not being able to see Polaris from the southern hemisphere. First of all, hemisphere means half of a sphere. They like to use that word to fit their globe model, but it's really only northern sky and southern sky. But we're going to use the word hemisphere so people understand what we are talking about in the video. Now, the globe earthers are saying since you can't see Polaris from the southern hemisphere, proves that the earth is a ball. Well, it is true that anyone 23.5 degrees south of the equator cannot see Polaris. And you can't see it at all. And here's the reason why you can't see it. Think of it like this. If you're in Australia or South America or Africa, South Africa, can you see the sun in North America over Canada and the United States? No, you can't. It's dark where you are. You can't see the sun. As big and as bright as the sun is, you can't see it over America from Australia, South Africa, or South America. And as all you flat earthers know, the reason that you can't see it is because it's gone out of your perspective. Well, the same thing works with Polaris. The only difference is you will see the sun tomorrow in the southern hemisphere, but you will never see Polaris. And here's the reason why. Because the sun rotates. It comes back around over your head. Well, Polaris doesn't do that. Polaris stays in one spot, which is over the North Pole. It's permanently fixed there in the firmament. So it never comes into your perspective. The only way you can see it is if you come to the northern hemisphere. Now, science will tell you that the reason that you can't see it from the southern hemisphere is because of the curvature of the earth. But they also tell you that you can't see the boat anymore because it disappeared over the curvature of the earth. And they also tell you the reason the sun disappears beyond the horizon is because it disappeared over the curvature of the earth. But we all know that if you use a good telescope, you can bring the boat back into view and you can bring the sun back into view. But here's the big difference. The earth is so big, you cannot bring Polaris into view from the southern hemisphere. It's just too far away. Now think about it like this. If we all live on the same street, we can all see the street light at the end of the street. But someone 2 miles away can't see that street light at the end of our street. But if they come over here onto our street, well, they can see the street light at the end of the street. I mean, it's really simple. The reason you can't see Polaris from the southern hemisphere is because it's due to perspective. It has nothing to do with you being on the other side of a big round ball. Just like I showed you with a flashlight. Once I move the flashlight so far out of your perspective, you can't see it anymore. But the floor is still flat. My floor isn't curved. My flashlight didn't go over a curve. It just went out of your perspective. The only difference with Polaris, like I said, is it never comes into your perspective in the southern hemisphere. You never see it because it doesn't rotate. It doesn't move like the rest of the stars in the firmament. It's just like if you're in the north, there are certain stars that you can't see that are in the southern hemisphere. And science actually tells you this, as you can see right here. If you can't see the entire constellation, it's likely too close to the horizon line and are too far north or south for complete viewing. Now that's the same thing I told you with the sun. You cannot see the sun over North America from Australia. So if you can't see the sun in North America from Australia, then you definitely can't see Polaris, which is in the center of the North Pole and never moves or rotates or goes anywhere. It never rotates. It never comes over your head like the rest of the stars, the sun and the moon do. So anyways, there's your answer. The reason you can't see Polaris in the southern hemisphere is because it's simply just too far away on a flat earth, beyond the limit of our vision. Thanks for watching, and God bless.